Everyone, thank you. Let's try to sit up and pay some good close attention. Pose some good questions. This is our last presenter for session 1, and then we'll be moving along to session 2. Okay, we're good? Not yet. Beautiful. Gentlemen, grab seats quickly. Please welcome Evelyn.
Good morning, everyone. So first, thank you for being here, and my name is Evelyn Ke Yao Zhao. And my capstone project is titled Content Trend Across Culture from Right Notes to TikTok. For the past 3 years, I've grown a following of over 100,000 users across both platforms, mostly on Right Notes, and collaborated with brands across beauty, fashion, and lifestyle sector. I create daily vlogs, product review, and tutorials and commentaries. But in doing so, I noticed something strange. Content that performed incredibly well on one platform often failed on the others. For example, I once posted a vlog video on my Right Notes account, and it received over 1 million views, with thousands of saves and comments. The same video post on TikTok, barely 100 views. It wasn't just frustrating, it's also confusing. I started to ask myself, is this about my timing zone, or the algorithm, or my account health, or is something deeper going on? So I decided to not just study my own account. I set out to explore 3 topics. First, why some content fails on one platform but succeed in the others. Second, how culture, politics, and design shape digital storytellings. Third, what creator must adapt when crossing platform. And what I found is that it's not just a question of the content. It's a story shaped by culture, politics, and platform design, and the way people build the trust online. To start with, I start looking at culture theory, especially Hofstad's model of individualism versus collectivism. This framework helped me understand why Right Notes and TikTok feel so different. And in the photo, the darker one means individualism, and the lighter one is collectivism. In individualist culture like the US, people focus on independence and self-expression. Content on TikTok reflects that. It's fun, fast, and often about standing out. Users are encouraged to be bold, personal, and even a little rebellious. That's why TikTok trends often involve dancing, joke, and storytelling. In contrast, collective culture like China emphasize belonging, harmony, and group value. On Right Notes, users are more likely to share their own story that is useful, thoughtful, and focusing on community needs rather than individual performance. This is the culture expectation that content should be reliable, not just viral. In June 2022 study explained that this difference is deeply connected to cultural identity. American users value fun and freedom, while Chinese users value depth and connection. That's why Right Notes video often including long caption, real user stories, and tutorials with step-by-step guidance. And a study by Jinling Tan in 2024 also shows that Chinese teens use Right Notes not just for fun, they also use for learn. They learn for tips on skincare, they learn from college and fashion and health. Personally, I use Right Notes for planning a trip, learn about scholarship, and improve my skill for editing and photography. TikTok is more for me for fun and help me stay on trend. This culture then helped me think that influencers must adjust not only their visual, but also their tone, mindset, and message, and even personality depending on the platform. But culture isn't the only factor. Politics plays a huge role in shaping what content gets seen and what doesn't. In China, the government has strong control over social media. Liu in 2025 found that over 40% of popular videos on Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok, come from government-affiliated accounts. The government not only removes content that breaks rules, it also creates its own content to get conversations. That's why many Chinese influencers learn to be very careful. They stay away from the political topics and focus on beauty, fashion, and education. And Jonah Gray explained that platform like the TikTok, in contrast, TikTok is the US, is not controlled by the government. Instead, content is moderated by the company, but TikTok is still controversial. Jonah Gray in 2022 explained that platforms like TikTok are now seen as tools as geopolitical power, even though TikTok's data practice are similar to American companies. It faces criticism simplified because it's Chinese-owned. This tension affects how users behave. Chinese users are more cautious, and as influencers like me across those platforms, we have to realize what is safe, and we need to learn what is more effective and what we should avoid, and what builds trust in each space. A misunderstood joke or word choice can affect your reach, your reputation, or even get your shadow banned. It's a huge pressure for the creator. Next, I look at how this culture and political difference affect marketing and influencer strategy. On Red Notes, content that perform well in personal, trustworthy, and often educational. A report from Vero in 2023 shows that 91% of Chinese influencers prefer Red Notes because of the strong bond with followers. It's not about how many views you get, it's about how many value you can give. And for example, if I post a skincare video on Red Notes, I will include a product link and where I get them from, a detailed routine, and how I personally respond to each product. That kind of transparency builds credibilities. Comment will often turn into long conversations, with followers asking questions and offering their own tips. In one user survey I studied, I gave a survey to my own fans, and over 130 out of 200 Chinese fans said they trust Red Notes review more than paid ads. This proved that on Red Notes, success comes from authenticity. On TikTok, the focus is different. It's about catching attention fast, short, fun video with trending music, or filter do well. Then I studied how algorithms work on both platforms using the AARR model, which is acquisition, activation, retention, revenue, and referral. TikTok algorithm is extremely aggressive. It gives user and video interest tag and spread content that perform well early on. If user like a video more than 40%, TikTok boosts it even more. That's why many creators focusing on making the first 3 seconds of the video very exciting, because it's determined if the video will go viral or vanish. Red Notes is slower, but it's smarter. It uses search-based discovery and a machine learning model called GBDT. Most users go to Red Notes with a goal to learn something or solve a problem. The algorithm tracks not just what you like, but what you save, comment on, and revisit. It recommends content that match your habit and preference, not just what's trending. So again, we see the same pattern. TikTok is built for speed. Red Notes is built for trust. To go beyond this, I decided to testing everything I had learned by running my own cross-platform account. Over a span of 2 months, I create and post period of similar content on both TikTok and Red Notes. This includes daily vlog, fashion hauls, skincare tutorials, get ready with me, routine, and product review. I paid careful attention to use the same tone, landing, camera quality, and structure. So the difference in performance wouldn't come from production quality, but from the platform and the audience response. Here what I found. TikTok reward video that were short, had strong visual in the first 3 seconds, use popular sound effect, and follow ongoing trend. One 20-second video of me styling the outfit using a trending sound got over 10,000 views in a few hours, but the comments were mostly emojis and cute or slay. But on Red Notes, the same video uploaded with a longer, thoughtful caption about how I choose each outfit, where I got them, and the setting tape, got fewer views initially, but the total reach grew steadily over time. Within 2 weeks, it had over 300,000 impressions, more than 200 saves, and more than 60 comments asking for link, setting tapes, or sharing their own outfit tries. And this showed me something really important. TikTok focused on first-click engagement, where Red Notes build long-term trust. One platform favor instant reaction, the other one support lasting value. I even tried testing tone and visual style. On TikTok, funny caption and bold editing boost view. On Red Notes, video with subtle music, personal reflections, and step-by-step explanation got better response. And now I will show you some video from both platforms so you can get a directly idea. This is a video from TikTok, from Red Notes, and it's about a tour in Hong Kong. And there's some video from TikToks. Like, even though there's no music play, but I think you guys know what the background music it is, right? And this experiment confirmed that creating content across culture is not just translating words, it's about understanding what audience value, how they use the platform, and what kind of connection they are looking for. Well, the global influence sounds exciting, but also come with important risks and responsibilities. Today, more and more international creators, especially those from the US, are coming into Red Notes. Can you guys recognize some of them? The speed, yeah. And either to connect with Chinese user or mark global product. On the surface, this looks like progress, a way for people around the world to learn from one another and grow together. But as I explore the community reaction, I noticed mixed feeling. Some users are really happy because they can see more English content and they can start to learn English. And they think it's bring fresh idea and make the platform more internationally and make it more modern. But another feels protective of Red Note identity. They are worried if it's too much global content flood the platform, it will start to lose its original value of trust and culture. I read several comments expressing concern that Red Note is start to become another TikTok, or that some influencers are just coming to make money without understanding the community. This is what research like Hu Yan in 2025 mean by a Tower of Babel. When people come together digitally, they bring different languages, culture, and intention without understanding and care. Things can get confusing or even create conflict. There's also a risk of censorship increasing. If Red Notes try to control the growth of foreign content to protect culture, it might create tighter content rules, more moderation, and less freedom for all creators, also for the local one. So while cross-culture content is exciting, it's also delicate. We are not just connecting apps, we're connecting values. Influencer and brand must learn how to interact respectfully, engage meaningfully, and be part of the culture, not just visitors. This leads us to one of the biggest lessons of this whole project. At the beginning of this project, I thought successful as a creator was mostly about timing, editing, and knowing what people like to watch. But now I think this very differently. I've learned that being a global influencer is not just about making good content. It's about having culture fluency. That means not just understanding what people click, but why they click, what are they valued, and what kind of connection they are seeking out online. Algorithms are powerful. They can make the video go viral in minutes, but in the long run, the culture that decides who we trust, what we share, and how we engage. Politics can change subtly, make some topics too risky to touch. And platform design and audience habit decide what content is seen, saved, or ignored. So if creators want to be a real influence across border, they must to do more than translate languages. They must adapt their tone, format, intent, and community mindset. To help with this, I'm currently producing a short form document. It will include TikTok and Write Notes content side by side and offer a practical toolkit for creators who want to cross-platform effectively. In the toolkit, it will include the basic information of the two platform and some content creation strategies and what you need to avoid and what you can focus on. Social media is more than entertainment. It's a mirror of global culture and a tool to build empathy, understanding, and share experience. And if all else fails, just add a trending sound, a dog, or a relatable breaking up story because some content rules are truly universal. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm excited to hear your question.
Hi. How does payment differ between the two different apps, and do you think that affects how people interact with them?
So there has an app called Alipay. I don't know if you know it. Like I think foreign user also can use Alipay, and on Right Notes you can pay by Alipay or WeChat, and so Alipay is like a more international way for foreigner to like buy the stuff. And on TikTok, like I mean, you can use credit card, and everyone has it. So I think future on maybe Red Notes will start to develop like maybe can use your credit card to buy something because they just start to become more internationally. Like right now, you can change the app languages to English, and they just invent that. So I think in the future they will develop more than like languages stuff. Yeah.
I'm interested how monetization of each app could maybe impact views and responses. Sometimes I notice on a platform I use frequently, X, that they monetize users who get a certain amount of views, and sometimes people give short, little, quick replies that are low quality. Would you say that monetization, like how people make money from the app, impacts people's connection?
Sorry, I didn't study about that way, but it's really interesting. I think in the future on, I will explore that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is this thing on? I have a question about, did you ever interview, oh, she's like,
Oh, okay. So,
did you ever interview other like creators that use both RedNote and TikTok to see like which they prefer, like which one they make more money off of, just something like that, like interviews?
oh yes, I interview like a lot influencer, like about like 10 influencers, and so on Right Notes they can get more ads paid, but if they want to like selling a product, like which from their like TikTok shop or something, TikTok can selling more product than Right Notes because the cost you can sell in the US is higher than the cost you can sell it in China. So that's the thing, yeah.
How do you think the AI tools like ChatGPT are changing content creation across the cultures?
To be honest, I think AI is a really useful tool for creator because you can use AI to generate long caption or double languages caption, and but it's also too risk for creator which gonna generate like flat content. So I think you can use it as a tool for you, give you like some brainstorming, some ideas, but just not rely on it.
Which app you use more, or like what you prefer?
Which one I prefer?
And why?
Because most of my video is vlog, and when I post vlog on TikTok, is less viewer than I post a vlog on Red Notes, because I think most of the video is most of the video on Red Notes are vlog and like long videos. So I kind of prefer Red Notes because I'm not a really good at TikTok dance. So I think I prefer Red Notes more than TikTok. Yeah.
Did you think to include other social media platforms? I don't know what media platforms you post across, if it's just RedNote and TikTok, but did you think like maybe Instagram or something that is more like globally used?
Sorry, I cannot hear clearly. Can you explain one more?
Do you post on other platforms than TikTok and RedNote, and did you think of maybe including a more globally used platform such as Instagram or Twitter?
Okay, so I'm planning to start working on YouTube because YouTube has a lot of vloggers, and Instagram I'm not haven't started think of that yet.